Alright, I was asked to make a short video on a night latch and making a night latch. And so first I'm going to show how it works. So I just set, let's see if I can show it. I just set the dog on this pan. And if you look right here, you can see I've filed a step in the top ledge of my pan. And so what happens to night latch it is it's all the way in the pan right now, the dog is. And when you start lowering it down, it'll click to that next level of the step. And you see my pan is nice and flat. And so that's ultimately what you're trying to do. I buy these little files from Harbor Freight, or you can probably get them at Northern Tool or Home Depot or wherever in your area, but they're very small little files, and they're good for filing these little traps. And then I went ahead and drew a picture. So this is how the back of your pan looks when you first get them. And this is how the dog kind of just sits on it, just on a regular flat spot. But what you're looking for when you file it is you want to take about half of the pan off, half of the leg off of the pan, so the dog will actually come and sit here. And that audible click you hear, when you first set it, you tip your pan way up high and you put your dog here. And then when you lower your pan down, it'll click into this next slot, and that's when you hear that click. And the reason they call it a night latch is trappers years ago used to set their traps in the dark, and they didn't want people stealing them, so to make sure they had their pans nice and level and set right, is they would night latch them. Another thing you can do to night latch a trap is on the dog itself. About, I don't know, a 1/4 inch in, you can spot weld just a little spot, and it'll actually serve the same purpose. So when it comes on that flat part of the pan, obviously this is a large picture, so your pan comes down and it bolts to the bottom of the trap, but that notch right here, it'll sit, and as you lower the pan, it'll actually click past it, and so just the flat part of the dog will be on the pan. So you can either spot weld one little spot about a 1/4 inch into the dog, or you can file the back of the pan to make it look like this.